what we're going to be doing today, yes, hi everybody, I'm back. I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. So we don't have the actual Super Bowl 54 prediction here. We're going to do our own custom gameplay with authentic rosters now to date. So we're going to make sure the rosters are actually pretty good. So anybody comes in and joins, hello. We today are doing the Super Bowl prediction between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're going to look at their star talent. They have George Kittle as their tight end. They have Richard Sherman. They got a lot of players here, as you see. Their starting quarterback, Jimmy G. I'm going to love playing him. The Chiefs, they got Patrick Mahomes. They got a defense. They got, well, their defense is okay, but they're not the best. Their offense is what basically is going to win them the Super Bowl if they win, my opinion. But I wish the Cowboys would have made it, but you know what? We didn't have a good year. We're not gonna have. We weren't gonna. Something was wrong about this year, but you know, we did have some good moments, and we did have some fucking bad moments. But you know what? There's always time for a turnaround next season. So, plus with the new head coach and everything, I think I'm expecting to do great next season. Anywho, let's get down to business. We here today are gonna have the Kansas City Chiefs were all red, 49ers were all white. It's basically how this is gonna go. So both teams are traveling, but the Chiefs have the honor to host the 54th Super Bowl. I think they hosted the first Super Bowl, but I don't know. Yes, we are gonna play a long Super Bowl, guys, because I'm used to it, and it's about 9 o'clock, so it'll be about 12 o'clock when I go to bed. Fine. Anyway, let's get down to business, guys. So it's going to be probably about an hour live stream, maybe. Depends on how the clock runs. I don't really want to go too fast. The halftime, so here's the thing. National Anthem is going to be sang by Demi Lovato. We don't know who's singing America the Beautiful. We do know who's doing the halftime show. It's Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. I'm not watching.
Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable.
Here we go, guys. The 49ers and the Chiefs are going to go head to toe. The Chiefs defer to the second half, I guess. And the 49ers take the football. And the kick returns out to the 26. My prediction was Dallas, Kansas City. I got Kansas City right. Dallas, unfortunately, not. But here we go. Now the Chiefs defense is going to have to stop that run game, but I think it's going to be something different. Devin Coleman got a first down with a flag on the play for face mask.
Brandon Gott and Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl 4 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is a
and they make it 50 years later, they make a return to the Super Bowl. But I think San Francisco, like this, can get an early start. Kevin Coleman's already showing off his moves. Oh, fumble! Oh! It's going to go to Kansas City. And oh! Frank Clark! Take it to the house. No, to the house. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when
the extra point's good. So Chiefs are up 7-0 early. Kevin Coleman got hit. Ball came loose by Frank Clark. And then Frank Clark, or by somebody. And Frank Clark picked it up and ran it all the way back. So a whole minute and the 49ers
the fumble return for
gave up a possession there. Now they're going to go up, get almost to the 30-yard line again, and the kick return guy is hurt.
27-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout.
And now they got Matt Breida out there.
49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Breida gets a gain of
able to
7.
shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Running on the Chiefs defense is good.
On second
If they
down,
get
a
hold of
run
you
to
one good
Brady.
time, they can fumble that ball pretty easy.
7 yards there and a
7
first
yard run
down.
again
So many
by
teams want to throw the ball in
Breida.
this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough
Like
confidence
playing
to go ahead and
keep
run
away
the
is the
football.
key here
In
for the
that
49ers.
situation,
That's been
it's almost a
the
tendency
key for
breaker.
every team. But the
On
thing is, if
first
they
down,
get,
nothing opening up really on the
get
running
ahead
play.
and
Give
then
him
somehow
maybe
get
a yard,
behind.
and it'll
Now
be
the
second
49ers
down.
are behind. Then they get back in business. Let's see what happens here on this second down.
Garoppolo gives to Breida.
Breida again gets
And he'll
a
take
gain
it
of
across the 50 and into Chief territory.
8.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape
Yeah,
now on
right
third
again.
and just a yard.
That's a 49. This is where they would take a Super Bowl risk right here.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman.
4th down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield.
go.
And he
They're
will
gonna have to
not
go pass
escape.
here.
And that is not going to get it done. And
I
this
think
may
they might
be
wanna
a
take something
big
pretty early,
early
so-
turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
And Kendrick Bourne caught it. He takes his team from the 49 of their side to the 40 on the other side.
Feeling it.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down,
That's the
49ers.
first pass of the game, and
So
Kevin
now
Coleman back
first
up
and
to
10 in Chiefs territory, right
and he gets
at the
swallowed
40.
by Frank Clark.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral
They've
runs.
ran 9
But
times
the
in the
best
past
backs that
10
made it
times.
happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play
Yeah,
got
it'll be 3rd and
swallowed
long,
up.
so they are going
And
to
very
throw.
little there. He might
So
have gotten
G&G's
a
got to have a
yard.
magic
Yeah,
throw
I think he
here.
got a
They're
yard
going
to
to
the
smash
40
bigger.
run. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing his Garoppolo
Kittle up
on
there.
3rd down.
It's intercepted. Oh my God. Intercepted. I threw a damn pick to that.
Returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All right.
Well, I get what he was trying
Here comes
to do.
the magic
He was
everybody's been
moving
wanting to
to
see. The
his right
49ers
and trying
defense
to shift
versus
the
the Chiefs
coverage,
offense.
but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
7, that's not 7 Coleman.
Yeah, give him
Damien
4
Williams
yards
gets
there.
4
It'll be
yards
second
on
and
that
6.
play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now if you have Richard Sherman on
Mahomes going to throw.
Tyreek
He's
Hill,
got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And
yeah.
he'll work it across midfield inside the
That's
45.
his first throw.
Give him
Go for
15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Play action. And Mahomes gets sacked. No, not sacked yet. Hit, but there is a face mask on the play. And that could have been a big play for the 49ers, but they allow a face mask. D Ford got in there, face masked him. It would have been a big sack. Nick Bosa and D Ford were both in on that play, but D Ford was the one who grabbed the mask. And the sitting linebackers in. Now Patrick Mahomes goes down. Fred Warner for the sack.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Of course, Buckner was attacking Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill only few yards on that play. And 4 yards on that play. That's a non-normal Tyreek Hill.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Towards Buckner, it's time to find him.
It's
Running back. Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
He gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on
Can
the
the
play.
Chiefs go up 10-0 early in
And we
this
see
game?
another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to
He's
evolve.
up.
They become
Good.
just as critical to the passing
49ers
attack
are down
as
10
a lot
points.
of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We've seen him travel. We've seen him be down before. Last time against the Saints, they were down. And they come back and they sometimes win. And you see
in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Pulling out that little injury he had during the play, and now they're going to try to start
The
throwing
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
Find Kittle. There's a flag on the play.
You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped
They
contribute
rough
to that.
the passer. They hit Jimmy Garoppolo pretty hard.
Run the
And that'll
offense
move
that you
him
think
up.
is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw. It's Garoppolo.
Guys, see, I didn't even throw that.
It's
My
caught by
controller is
Sanders. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What the fuck? I clicked. They expect a pass. They're going to get a run instead. He gets the
He'll
first
be
down.
taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And bleed more clock. It's 10-0. They realize that.
Right back
They're going with
to
the
Coleman
slow
here
game
on
plan.
first
There
down.
comes Kevin Coleman again, and he's pulled down by the face
A
mask.
late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
First 8 minutes have been pretty entertaining. You've seen the 49ers go up.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore.
Seen them at this point, and they went for it on 4th down. Now they're kicking field goal to him.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman.
He's going to get hit.
Looking for a seam, but
No
finding
gain.
none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And he's back to throw. He's
Looking
missed
to
2
throw
throws
on
already.
2nd down.
Throws that
Garoppolo.
one. Daniel Sanders caught it. He's at the 5 or the 6. And Jimmy G does have an interception. We actually hope that's all he gets in the Super Bowl. Kevin Coleman gets his team to the 3, sets them up for a good spot to throw it in. But I think they're going to run another play.
Position now at the 3. Here's
I'm going to
2nd
pick it
and
out,
goal.
actually.
Garoppolo now.
To go Sam. Oh, that was almost a pick, and that one will probably have been for 6.
Debo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
George Kittle caught for the touchdown. The first of San Francisco's big Super Bowl day.
The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are
Kicks up and good
here in this first
for the
quarter.
49ers.
Gold able to tack on
7-10. They had a 2-minute play drive there. That kind of took them kind of long.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him
Kittle.
with.
Kittle's making the big plays for him, and he will make those big plays in this Super Bowl because this kid's amazing. I kind of like Kittle as a kid.
Mismatch in that area.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, CD, let's talk about KC as their offense comes back out here. 12-4 finish as they head into this divisional round. 4 straight AFC West title. They're searching for something that they haven't had in a half century, and everybody knows what that is. That's a Super Bowl berth. We thought their season might be in trouble when Mahomes went.
And look at that. That's Fred Warner again. He's all over Patrick Mahomes. Play action is not working because the 49ers have 3 sacks on them.
Rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness.
This is going exactly San Francisco's way.
Another try after the first down.
They're giving the pressure to Patrick Mahomes, and that's what works.
Off to Williams, complete. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams.
Running back keeps getting the ball, and they're going to be short again. 8 yards. Patrick Mahomes has not thrown a single completion.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and 5, and
the ball's in the
Chiefs
air,
have
you're
to
thinking
punt.
wide receiver, tight end, but
I
running
think it's
backs,
the first
they can be a big
punt by
part of
any
any passing
team
offense
today.
nowadays.
Oh, nice move. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense.
That was first punt by either team today in the Super
Garoppolo
Bowl.
going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line.
Hurt.
Just a 3-yard
That's the
gain
last
there.
player they want to hurt.
After the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
3rd down and 3. They're going to run
when
with
we come back to Miami. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards.
Go
they
for
take
it
him down
again.
at the 26. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Manuel Sanders hits incomplete though, and guess what? The Chiefs get the ball at their 26.
And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
That's complete to Robinson.
Going on
and down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
That rush was coming to him.
And it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. Off the draw. Here's
Got to rush down Damon Williams, and they do.
He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Here comes the...
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed.
Look at that. They're stopping him.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get only 4
One
that
touchdown,
time. That leads us to a
6
fourth
points.
down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't.
7-13 after a whole quarter.
And hope he could scatter some bodies, unable
Soon
to
to
get
come
it
to
done.
an end. And we're not even,
Guys,
we're just getting started. I hope you enjoy the stream. We are.
Positive right there. 2 for 2.
49ers are doing pretty good, but their consistency on the offense to get points is hard. Their defense is racking up dominance, but their offense,
San Francisco
it can do better. Their total yards are better than the Chiefs, though, because that's the
in the midst
defense.
of their first playoff
Chiefs
appearance
defense
since
is allowing yards and no
2013.
points. That's good on their
Biggest
part.
jump of any squad because
Devin
just
Coleman,
4
his biggest
wins
run of
last
the
year, 13
day.
this year. And that
He's going to get the ball a lot.
Week 17, so huge. The tackle by Dre Greenlaw and Jacob Hollister on the half-yard line to preserve the victory. You think about the magnitude of that play. What a difference it would be between 3 road games if they would have been the number 5 seed versus 2 potential home games as the number 1 seed.
If they find a way to win the Super Bowl, that tackle will be remembered. It's already there with Dan Bunz's hit in the Super Bowl.
Devin Coleman's going to get a big run out of that. And he's already ran a couple big runs. He's almost close to 100.
For the Rams against the Titans in
The
the Super Bowl,
Chiefs'
they
defense
stopped
is
him at 1
not
yard
stopping
short.
the run this week. What was different about last week? They were getting to Derrick Henry. This team's not letting them get to their running back
I think
core.
that team needed it, but I'm loving
Look
what
at
San
that.
Francisco has done.
Rita
Jimmy
got a good
Garoppolo,
game
people
there
will
of
question
4.
him
He's
about
ran
playing in
6
the playoffs.
times.
Go back and look at the season. He played in how many different playoff-type games? I think he'll be okay. The defense and the pass rush. And if they needed just a little extra on the top,
Breida,
they're going to paint the end zone
and
red.
he's going to get a touchdown. 49ers are already up. 31 yards.
31 yards. As his guys
And they're about to take a 1-point lead. This game is getting entertaining already. The 49ers ran 22 times in the past 5 times.
Has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
Man,
You
that's
have to have a
a
good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, Charles, as this offense comes out here, let's talk about the AFC Championship game coming up. Kansas City hosting Tennessee. The Chiefs the winner over the Texans in the divisional round. But even before they took the field, they got a surprise gift on Saturday night with those Titans winning in Baltimore to set up the unexpected matchup.
But sometimes a gift isn't exactly a gift because they went from thinking they had to chase around Lamar Jackson to having to fortify themselves against Derrick Henry.
I hope
and the
the Super Bowl's not to overhype it.
Coming out and running the football.
I was like last year's Super Bowl. Alright, so here's my opinion on last year's Super Bowl compared to this Super Bowl. Last year's was so over fucking hyped. The rematch of the century, the same matchup again. This is now the 100th NFL season. Make it big. Make this Super Bowl big. And that actually was almost an interception there by the defense.
Contact, no call, and it's third down.
This 49ers defense is all over the Chiefs offense.
On 3rd and 9.
Guys, they're getting it done then. Look at that tackle on Travis Kelce. Not letting him get to the first down.
At the 32. The Chiefs with the football.
And the first quarter's over. Great. This is exactly what you want. The Chiefs' second quarter action.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
We are 20 minutes into our live stream, so
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a
but in the second quarter, the 49ers are up 14-13. Kevin Coleman with the first snap of the second quarter with an 11-yard run and officially marked a 100-yard game in the Super Bowl.
Other people have to get involved as well.
The Chiefs' defense is not attacked, and they're not the Chiefs' defense. That is going to stop plays. They're the Chiefs' defense who's allowing right now big plays to happen.
Of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Coleman.
Coleman's going to take a run. They're going to slow down a little bit.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, here's Freedom. Fancy footwork in midfield, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask on the defense. That's Anthony Hitchens.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post.
But I haven't seen a lot of passion.
Officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
Some previous teams. Matt Breida.
You did it. I had to.
Taking a good run there. He's almost 100 yards too. So we're not back-to-back running back 100 yards.
To pick up 14 yards.
Show me a team who's got several running backs who can run with Coleman on first down. The 49ers. This is Kevin Coleman again. He's got 125 yards. Deep 4 in today's ball.
More on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
No, it's a Kittle.
Will be caught, but out of the end
caught by
zone.
somebody else, though.
The field judge, it's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gets it to Kittle, passing touchdown number 2, and that's the
caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half.
They're keeping their game plan. Taking
He's
it all.
having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at the 3.
Kick return by the Chiefs. That actually went pretty good.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try to hit something big and
get a rushing touchdown. Nope, this is turning on that play, but they get a good sit run right there.
A first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping
biggest
out, picking
run
up some of
for
the
him today.
slack. Because remember the last drive they went
for
through.
long.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the
and everybody, and that's a problem. Tyreek Hill for the touchdown.
For a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards.
He's still down a point, but
down to 2.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really
brought
good
down
body
by
control.
the face mask.
And how about the end
Perfect.
result? A touchdown.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35
261
now.
offensive yards. 213 of those on the run. 48 of those for pass. And they run it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there to first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space.
Kevin Coleman really giving him thanks. He's got 21 runs, 150
Niners have the
yards.
first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move.
It looked pretty ugly for him and Brietta there, making advantage of this.
Inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, it's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much
Jimmy
more
Garoppolo
manageable
hasn't been involved in the
3rd and 3.
passing game, but when he does, he makes big plays like
Completes
that.
it to the tight
And
end.
Kittle might just take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, he hurdled it. Watch on the replay group, man. That was such a good momentum booster. Got the catch. He had 2 people ahead of him. He whooped it right in front of him.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
The defensive coordinator is
6
pissed
plays,
right
and the end
now.
result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Sorry, guys, I was thinking myself. But the 49ers defense is just tearing them up. Like, literally, what are they not doing for the
Christian
Chiefs?
McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex
Weird
position,
thing, guys,
that maybe
I'm
Christian
not talking
McCaffrey
about
would go into the
49ers
flex.
defense.
because he catches the ball so well. And he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry.
Richard Sherman in on that play. He said, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
First team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular
Another
year.
punt. They're seeing that punter too often come out there and have to punt. The Chiefs can get points, but
the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going
hey
to
guys,
all of
just to
those,
let y'all
and he
know,
deserves
it might not be Lamar Jackson. It might be Patrick.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Personal foul.
Something about Tevin Coleman tells me he's having the biggest game of his career. This game belongs to Tevin Coleman.
So that one will be accepted. Now
we're going to look at his stats after another run.
Mistake,
oh my
especially
goodness.
when you factor in the personal
273
combined
yards on the ground, running the football. He's almost got a 200-yard game. He's only 10 yards out.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Let him run 10 yards here. He'll bust you down. Not there though.
Losing
Lost a
yardage
couple.
back near
We're actually
midfield
running
at
no
the
help so they can
49.
throw.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. That kind of looked like a
And
defense.
Jimmy G's is like, let me run. Let me get some help. Let me get some of that. And Jimmy G got a first down.
To flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very
On
good
the
this
run.
evening.
The run is the big thing that Kansas City just can't stand. How are they running?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And
they're getting Breida now. They're just not getting Coleman.
Wind up losing 3.
Jimmy
And
G
now it's 3rd down.
throws it fast. Gets a catch by Deebo Samuel. Oh, baby.
First down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
They're going to do that again. Let's see if we can get a big first down here.
Now it's Breida.
Oh, fumble again! Oh, fumble again, and Terrell Suggs of all people to pick it up. Talk about a veteran in the Super Bowl, damn it. It's Terrell Suggs.
What did he do? But
he caused fumble, but he damn sure picked it up.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes.
Richard Sherman picks off Patrick Mahomes.
It's the former Seahawks.
He picks off Patrick Mahomes.
To the 41-yard line.
That's a veteran right there, damn it. He knows how to pick it. Uh-oh, here comes the man of the hour. Tevin Coleman's been running all day. Got a gain of 5 there.
He studies the opponent so well. Hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
On second down now. It's Coleman.
Coleman gets a 200-yard Super Bowl game.
First down. I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Breida has to hit his 100-yard game first.
This is Breida.
He does.
Inside the
with a passion.
A gain of 10.
Even though it's only a yard over, he did it with a passion.
Once again,
he's even doing it again. He's going to get a second rushing touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida.
This is getting ugly really quick.
Able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they're going to see what they can do here. Patrick Mahomes, offense is in the score. Literally, this 49ers defense, if they do what they do here in the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes won't be too.
The Chiefs
And you're talking about
offense
Richard
set to
Sherman.
begin
He
this
intercepted
drive. And
Patrick
following the
Mahomes.
interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh, that's going to be pass
I think you
interference.
are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you
Nick
have to be
Bosa
careful
of all
about
people.
being
We haven't seen
too
him play a lot
cautious,
today,
because
but
now
we
you
did
can't
see
let any offense
Fred
go.
Warner get a couple sacks on
How they
Mahomes.
attack him here. 15
The one on the
yards
D
there
line
on the
sent
play
him,
as they
but,
try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Gets through, and now an opening.
Oh, he's got a big run. Oh, he's got a touchdown run. That's going to give him a boost here.
For a Chiefs touchdown.
He got 100 yards to whole game.
Williams, 56 yards. As they're now just an extra point away
Now
from
Tevin
getting
Coleman and
back
David
within one
Williams can
score.
get it on the dance floor.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that,
They've
they're almost
kicked their
like
ass so
bolts
far,
of
but
lightning,
that
aren't
play,
they? Whoosh, and off he
Kansas
goes.
City got back into it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well.
I'm going to start on the
This is going
wrong
to put him back
side.
in not great field position.
So they really got
Place to
zero
go.
benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Tevin
Looks like
Coleman
he's
got
gonna
a
get
2-yard
here on
gain.
this first
30
down
runs
carry, and
almost.
that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the
That could
carry.
be record.
It'll be 2nd down.
So we're basically about done with the first half. Been an entertaining first half.
Throwing on
So that's
2nd and
kind of
8.
where we're at.
Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
They got it. Thanks to George Kittle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run on first down.
Tevin Coleman, you know he's going to try to run that one. 10 yards. 30th run of the game.
First down on a gain of 11. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I
So they
love
have
one
to
of the
read it back
quotes
out there
that I read
because
about
they ran
him,
30
where he said
times.
of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Here's Breida.
Breida's gonna, Breida!
He's at the 30.
Oh!
10.
Smooth touchdown! 49ers again! They can't stop the run game.
Touchdown of this Super Bowl.
It's too much for the Chiefs.
Their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far. And
and he missed the extra point.
Not only that, in his
Wide
mind,
left.
what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
That'll be the second running back in his Super Bowl game. I don't know if you ever seen that. Them running over 200 yards and 2 different running backs.
30-yard line.
Bro, that's history right there. Chiefs have been beaten up sometimes, but they did good. They're riding with some momentum, and they continue.
He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because
He does have a 100-yard game, but compared to Matt Breida, there are 2 other running backs that are better than Matt Breida and Tevin Coleman.
Very strange situation.
All the running backs,
And you're right. You can't
everybody
fault
that
him.
ran a
He's
play
done a
on
great job
the
for his
Chiefs.
team thus far.
Listen, he's saying, feed me
All
on
he
the
knows from Mike
sidelines.
can't
Now will
even
they
stop the
continue to do
49ers
it?
running
2
back.
minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
2-minute warning. Halftime's coming
up
up.
at intermission. We'll get highlights
And
of the
remember,
Super Bowl from Jonathan
Chiefs
Coachman,
get
the
the
crew
ball.
in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And this is caught by Watkins. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, it's Mahomes.
I'm going to say neither quarterback has done anything today. Jimmy Garoppolo has not been Jimmy Garoppolo either. Both quarterbacks have been sustainably beat up by the defense, but I mean, more so for Patrick Mahomes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now it's Mahomes again.
Forrest Buckner attacking Mahomes, playing to get it off pretty fast.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes finding Williams once more, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams.
Field goal comes out or a
gain at all
touchdown.
on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know
I don't even know the last time we see the Chiefs go down in
second half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They go play action here on first down.
Still trying to make a big play. They don't make no big play.
7 seconds remaining. Here now is second and 10.
Jimmy G will just hand it off to Breeden in the first half. Let's keep that ball.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breeden on the draw.
Breeden gets the first down.
They're working across midfield inside the 45.
First half's over. The 49ers are up. 17 for 197.3 yards from breaking the 200 mark, and we'll have officially a record 2 running backs in the Super Bowl with over 200 rush yards.
Show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make
the adjustment was throwing it and then the receiver.
Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. We often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground.
It's a good play to move into blitz because Juan Alexander who attacked New England.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Now on second and 13. Mahomes over the middle. He's got Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
It'll be a first down.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
No team so far hasn't received over 100 yards.
You're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Inside the kill.
Gets this one to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Nope. Close to they're going to get maybe an opening touchdown of this third quarter.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy.
Can't get him. Nobody can get Shady McCoy, and he gets a touchdown.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back.
Now they're trying to go for 2.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown.
Down 3 points now.
Those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the pass.
The defense needs to come out of this locker room with in mind to stop Breida and Coleman. Good kick return, though.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
For the Niners, but they got a good kick return to start the second half. They have 500 total yards. 400 of those yards from
they begin the drive with Coleman.
Devin Coleman. Talk about running.
He's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Third and time. I wouldn't be surprised if they have 50 times.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get it out.
I haven't seen running back ever get 33 touchdowns, so that's got to be something
to pick up, and that's a first down
for Coleman.
On first down, it's Coleman, and he'll take
the chewing time that the Chiefs won't be able to get back because of their run formation. They're not going to be able to get back all this time. They got Wilson Jr., a new running back in this game, so they got a different running back to play with. And he's also going to do something there too.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Probably the rookie running back that the 49ers have kept. They're going to put him in for somebody else. Breida played, and now
on first they'll go back to Wilson.
This rookie running back.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. Garoppolo looking to throw on
Emmanuel Sanders gets a first down.
Can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterback doesn't like how this
Another
team's
shot from the
doing, but you
1
know
on
what?
2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through?
Devin Coleman gets his first rushing touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Again, it's Williams.
What? Ooh.
And maybe a measure
All right,
of
2 yards lost. Sorry, guys. Third quarter.
This time to get him behind the line.
Going pretty good so far. The 49ers still up. Still dominating on defense.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Their offense is still kind of lacking for pass and run.
Working from the gun. Williams got his man. It's Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
James now to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's got them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort.
Kittle.
Because when I was growing up,
ain't nobody on the run. It's George Kittle.
Right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective. And he's going to get
He's throwing. No one's expecting him to throw. Everybody's expecting that run. That's why he's continuing to kill every time.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes.
No one's expected Jimmy G on this drive. Go out there to throw.
The completion there, but this is what his own defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha. Check out. Hot. Check 52. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Bridgestone, travel. Ship. Mike,
on the ground, it's a
Kevin
handoff to
Coleman. Another
Puts
rushing
the
touchdown.
chalk into the end zone. It's a
459-yard
touchdown.
new milestone in the Super Bowl game.
Kevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Mahomes. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Yep. That's going to hurt.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw.
Nick Bosa finally get Patrick Mahomes again. 2.5 sacks.
How about that, partner?
49ers. Oh, you know what? That Chiefs haven't done. Haven't sacked Jimmy G. That's a big thing for him.
Have the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now they hand off to Coleman. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo steps away to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They run for it with Breida. And an Allen run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kevin Coleman knows he don't want me to touchdown here.
It's Coleman here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
We'll hit an hour. We got a Super Bowl quarter left to go. 4th quarter.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Defense.
Roughing the passer. That's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I don't know what it's going to take if they need to come back from that. They've gotten too high in the ball game, and I did hit my hour.
A teammate of mine, we used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
I want to thank you guys for giving me a good Super Bowl run. We do have still 14 minutes, but I'm basically going to try to run that fuck out as fast as I can, just so I can get the game done.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is 4th quarter, they're going to be going for it, so this could affect their Super Bowl chances if they don't make it. If they make it,
Mahomes going to throw.
No, they're short.
He's got it. And unable to
And the
break away.
49ers
They
will
stop
take
him
it.
a few yards shy. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Hey, come on.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Makes sense to go for it and get it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
There's going to be a lot of just sitting in that clock down.
On first down, it's Coleman. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On third down, Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Right back to Coleman here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. On second down, it's Coleman. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 33. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Yeah. I don't even do it.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This is Coleman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's get it. '21, 21. 54, Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd and a yard, Garoppolo.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
And 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I get down to a certain point, so like I will fucking break this sewer down, burnt down. So far, so good. Oh, hike. Oh, down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Not costly.
Breida, he'll try to right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Basically, right.
They run again with Breida. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Coleman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Guys, we have taken...
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
So much fucking time on the clock. I'm going to show you how much time we took off. Whole drive. We started at We started at 13:39 and we ran it down to 3 minutes. So we had the ball for 10 minutes. And the Chiefs are now losing.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Give him 15 yards on
trying
that one.
to come
Kansas
back
City has a
some
first down.
backspins at some point in this game.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. Oh, and now some
Take out Richard Sherman. Make a game plan.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He's got it to Williams. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
He did get a touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are
should have been more prepared, buddy. But
and down near the goal line here,
this game took a lot out of him.
And
They're going to go for 2.
quick hitter out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home.
Outside kick it.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be
What they
good
need to
coverage.
do, if they don't get it, the 49ers can run out the clock.
Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick
They will.
slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside
They're
kick.
drought of
Can't
making
fault
the
them for
Super Bowl
effort at
ends,
No,
but
you
they're
can't
drought
at all.
of winning
If nothing
one.
else, now you've put something
Continue.
that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Coleman, dropped it.
Or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot,
44
be
seconds
smart.
left of the
I think
game.
they did exactly
I
that
went
on
an
that
hour,
play. They
almost
didn't get the
30
first
minutes.
down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught by Watkins.
Yeah, touchdown. Wow, they're
touchdown.
actually putting a point in here. What?
Sammy Watkins.
Guys,
his 2nd touchdown
this is
of
not
the
gonna
Super
be like
Bowl.
this. I
And the
know,
Chiefs use
60
the
to
short field to their
54.
advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
So
You know,
the
I
Super
just grab a
Bowl,
nugget
me,
when I
myself,
can.
predicted
predicted to be 65 to 54 on Madden, but actual score
Time for
prediction.
this one final knee.
Very
to put
different.
a bow on this title bout. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task,
That's it.
incredible.
Oh, here's your
the
stat
accomplishment,
class.
forever.
Thank you guys for watching the broadcast, and good night.